I'm doing good. Let's get right into it, man. We got a lot of good feedback to get out. Yeah, the game was really great. I mean, the pit was packed, it was loud. I mean, that's probably the loudest I've seen it in a while, right? Coming off of our first road victory against Portland, being able to host a good team like Jacksonville, they came in and they changed some things up. They did some things differently that I didn't see them doing. That really, in all honesty, they probably shouldn't have done. Because it kind of played right into the hand that we had there. But I mean, the offense was fantastic, right? I mean, firing on all cylinders. I feel like we've got a really good groove with what the offense is doing in the past 2 weeks, and so shout out to the coaching staff for being able to do that. Colin Pierce just looked good once again, 5 TDs. I mean, he did have 4 picks, but that's kind of what happens. When you throw the ball 45 times. I mean, you can, you know, you might throw a pick here or there, but that's okay. Even in my old days in London, that was never really an interception worrying type of coach. So seeing that is fine with me. The wide receiver core, man, they stepped up big time. Randy Pierce had a couple touchdowns. Jeff Banfield had a touchdown. Ryan Roosevelt went off again like usual. Rob Hunt, man, shout out to Rob Hunt, 2 catches for 57 yards on the TD. Played really well. Christian, we're struggling a little bit on the run game. I'm not going to lie about that. Only averaging just over 2 yards a carry. The fridge is been not, the condenser unit I think is kind of shoddy a little bit. So we're hoping to get that fixed and get him back up and running this week. But man, shout out to the defense though. I mean, they played phenomenal, right? Brian James with 4 pass deflections. We had 9 pass deflections total in that game. That was something that showing that we have busy hands as defenders, and that's really good, right? 3 picks in that game. Bruin has been turnover happy. We were able to provide some of that for him, right? With 3 turnovers, they didn't play that good. But it is what it is. But Ernest McCray, shout out to him for a pick 6 as well. Was able to get some points on the board for us. So all phases of the ball, all phases of the game really played very well. Yeah, a big focus this week is going to be just getting prepared for a tough team like Vancouver, right? We've really got to try to figure out the run game. Adam and Colin and I have been talking about the run game and trying to figure things out and do things differently. We'll see what we can come up with this week. But it all starts in the trenches, right? With the offensive line with Max Van Lynch and Chad Roland. I mean, they gotta block, right? They gotta do big things. So they got to pave the way. So we'll see what happens differently with that. Hopefully we can get something going there. But, the defense has got to be home point, right? Because this Vancouver offense is tough. I mean, we got a really good running back coming in Robert Redford. They got to be on point. So those are going to be some big focuses this week. So I feel like it's going to be a great game. It's going to be in Vancouver. It's the first time going into Canada. So my first time in history, I think, ever facing Vancouver on any team. So it's going to be different, but I'm really looking forward to it and excited to see what happens. Yeah, I mean, one of the keys to victory is going to have to be to stop Robert Redford, right? In my mind, I think that and the coaching staff is going to do what they do, but in my mind, I think Robert Redford's got to be the guy you have to stop, right? Make Christian Brown beat you. They have some good wide receivers. Brett Killian is a fantastic wide receiver, right? Chris Curtis, fantastic wide receiver. These guys are tough. And obviously with what they have, they had Tom Pepper to pass and they didn't miss a beat by bringing in Christian Brown. So, we're, like I said, I think defensively we really got to be on point, right? Defensively we got to be focused and be able to stop that combination of Redford and them guys and really try to hold them as much as we can. Like I've always talked about, we're a growing defense. We're playing better, but this is going to be a tough challenge, probably one of the toughest challenges we've had all season. So, we're on a 2-game win streak, the first time in franchise history that we're on a 2-game win streak. So, very excited. Morale is very high. The VC was packed this past weekend. you know, with almost, you know, with a lot of people in there to watch the game, and are really looking forward to this game against Vancouver. So, you know, it's going to be a good game. Hopefully we can come out on top, but you know, like I said, everybody, all three phases, offense, defense, special teams, going to have to be on point in order to win this game. So we're looking forward to the challenge. Can't wait for it. Okay, thanks, guys. Pretty good.